Phase-Smith Karax. I have been looking for you.
Artanis, praise the
Your nerve
gods.
cords. They must be removed.
It was done by the Dark Templar. I am free of the Kala's corruption. Are there others?
I have saved all that I could. Come, we must escape this world before time runs out.
Escape? How?
The Spear of Adun still rests beneath the ruins of Kor Shakal. Its generators are ancient, but a Phase-Smith of your ability will know how to bring them online.
The Spear of Adun. I am honored to have the opportunity. This is fortune we cannot ignore.
Indeed. Come, we must go at once.
Hierarch, we are en route to the Spear of Adun. As long as its generators still function, I should be able to bring them online. Once the spear is fully activated, we must flee from this fallen world.
The Spear of Adun lies dormant beneath the heart of the Conclave. I had hoped to raise it, to secure our victory against the Zerg. But now, it is our last hope for survival.
Artanis, why do you flee from your salvation?
Selendis. She has fallen under Amon's control. Karax, we have to bring the Spear of Adun online.
The first power cell is activating, but the remaining 4 have been disabled by creep.
I see. We have no choice but to clear them. What of our defenses?
Unfortunately, they are without power. However, the Spear of Adun support systems can aid us. They will allow us to deploy pylons anywhere on the battlefield. We should deploy one here as soon as possible. These photon cannons can defend our nexus point, Hierarch. They require only a pylon to function. You can warp in a pylon using the Spear of Adun. Press the Deploy Pylon button at the top of your command screen. Our cannons will now fire upon enemies within range. If they become damaged, the shield battery will restore their shielding.
These defenses will indeed be vital to our evacuation, but our first priority must be to clear the power cells of creep.
Okay, welcome back. StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. This is Mission 3, the Spear of Adun. We're getting underway, and we got some new structures available, the photon cannon and the shield battery. And it looks like we're also going to learn about warping in units through the gateways.
I'm detecting unpowered warp gates nearby. Constructing a pylon next to them would restore their power, giving us an advantage. The Spear of Adun's deploy pylon ability would be ideal for this. Of course, our probes can always warp in pylons as well. We can now transform our gateways into warp gates. This allows us to warp in warriors to any area with pylon power. Warp gate online. We can begin warping in warriors from it immediately, Hierarch. Circling bioforms on approach to our nexus. We must rally our defenses.
Cold is the...
Justice be done.
I am the voice of the... Cold is the void.
Okay, so some nice stuff. The photon cannons, obviously, the kind of turrets for Protoss. They hit land or air, so they're great. A little bit pricey, 150, but just minerals, so a nice static defense addition. And then the shield battery, you noticed it heals shields of nearby units, and that includes structures. So those are going to be really handy in this mission, and not every mission, but there's a couple where they're really pretty key. So otherwise, we've got our warp gate technology working for us. You've already seen it from the prologue. It puts the gateway on a cooldown, but you're able to instantly, or nearly instantly, summon in whatever unit you want, and it can be anywhere as long as there's a pylon nearby.
I am the voice of the
It's
eclipse.
another pretty key, pretty awesome dynamic to Protoss play. And the other major sort of interface gameplay update here is the Spear of Adun abilities. Karek's already kind of mentioned them. At the top center you see a bar. Only one ability is available right now, the Summon Pylon. In the center there's the circle with the energy counting up. So these abilities here, I'm going to use Summon Pylon. They cost energy, and they're really coming from the Spear of Adun, which is this big spaceship that we're trying to kind of restore power to and escape Ire with. So that's another big dynamic to this game, and we'll have a lot more to say about those abilities and what we choose and stuff like that as we get into it.
Cold is the void.
Command me.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Glory of battle.
You require us. We are one. State thy bidding.
So we're setting up some static defense over here on the right side. A combination of cannons and shield batteries to heal the shields of those cannons as they take damage. As usual, it's a little bit overkill. I'd probably put a little bit more than is necessary. And it's okay that we're kind of getting walled in. Not for the zealots, because they have to run around, but new units I can warp in anywhere on the map as long as there's a pylon, which I can put down with our Summon Pylon Spear of Adun ability.
Upgrade complete.
And as far as stalkers, they can blink through the walls I put up. So it's not really an issue that I'm walling myself in.
I am the voice.
See, there's a blink.
State thy bidding.
The poor zealots are kind of trapped, but they'll be alright for now.
Gassar, de Templari.
Another pack of Zerglings is approaching our nexus from the south.
Cold is the void. I am the voice.
My life for Ire.
I am the heart. The shadows.
Okay, had to bait him into our defense on the right because we don't have any on the left. But, you know, as usual, it's a slow Protoss start. You have to just do one thing at a time. So here comes the defense on the left. And all in all, we're kind of moving along pretty well here.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Okay, so there's the beefy left side static defense, and also notice I put up some more gateways. I think I'm going to end up with 8 total, 5 in the base here, and then the 3 bonus objectives that we restore power to that are kind of scattered throughout the map. So that'll allow us to, once we get all 8 going, to just, you know, warp in 8 units, provided we have the, you know, resources to do so. We can just warp in 8 units almost instantly anywhere on the map where we have a pylon. So it's really necessary for this map. This map forces you to use that kind of gameplay. If you just try to queue units barrack style and then have them run to where they need to run, you're not going to make it. You're going to run out of time and resources, and you're going to lose the mission.
I serve.
Base is under attack.
We are one.
Highlight for hire.
I am here in the shadows.
Struggle no more. Be released from your pain.
Highlight for hire. Highlight for hire.
Very well. Cold is the void. Intriguing.
For Artanis. Karax, I brought another warp gate online. Prepare it for immediate use.
I am here.
So there's
in
the second
shadows.
bonus objective warp gate. Now I forgot to add it into my control group for summoning units, but I remember later on. But you're also kind of seeing a little bit of, you know, take a bite, retreat, rebuild, take a bite. Better players can do this better than I, but it's a deceptively hard mission. You're up against greater numbers and tougher opponents with, you know, more technology and upgrades and whatnot. So this is not an easy mission by any stretch. So you are going to have casualties, and that's just, you know, part of the game.
You have not enough. Base is under attack.
I am here.
Base is under attack.
State thy bidding. We are one with
broken. Flawed. It must be reforged.
Eclipse. State thy bidding. It shall be as you say.
My life for ire!
Very well.
My life for ire!
I serve. For now, you require my skills. Is the hope.
Hierarch, I am detecting a Protoss presence in that direction. That path does not lead to a power cell.
I serve. Intriguing.
The second power cell is active. The spear's sensor array is reacting.
Do not deny your destiny, Artanis. Your people have finally found true unity.
Sensors online. Wait, what is this? Warp prisms approaching our nexus point.
Stalkers, eliminate those warp prisms!
State thy bidding.
You must construct additional pylons. My life for ire! Base is under attack. My life for ire!
You require my skills. Remove unseen. I serve. Cold is the void. We are one position. I require my skills. Remove unseen. State thy bidding. We are one with the shadows. Very well.
Every hand turns against you. Even the ground beneath your feet carries the seeds of my victory.
Nidus worms. Warriors, strike them down. We are not defeated yet. My life for ire!
Let our enemy know our fury. We are one with the shadows. Very wise.
Base is under attack.
Very well. Let our enemy know our fury. Voice. Cold is the void. State thy bidding. Let our enemy know our fury. Very wide. Cold is the void. I am here. Shadows.
Base is under attack.
We are one with the shadows. State thy bidding. You require my skills. Voice of the eclipse.
Base is under attack.
Well done, Hierarch. All of the abandoned warp gates are now under our control.
I am here in the shadows.
My life for hire! My life for hire!
State thy bidding. For the reckoning, you require my skills.
Okay, we're nearly there. We've got all the bonus objectives, the extra warp gates, and you can see there they've been properly added into my control group, and I'm getting 8 units at a time. Just 2 more power cells, and you may have noticed whenever you liberate one of those power cells from the creep, there's kind of a big counterattack. And also, our static defense back at home has been doing really well, but it's starting to get, you know, starting to wear thin. So we're going to get overrun here shortly. And I think the best way to do this mission at this point is to just rush the last 2, not try to regroup in between. So I'm just going to top off here, warp in at this pylon out here in the battlefield, and kind of go for broke here. Let's see if we can pull it off, Devatron.
Shadows.
My life for hire! My life for hire! You have not enough minerals. My life for hire!
We move unseen.
We're almost finished, Hierarch. The Spear of Adun is nearly online. Only 1 cell remains.
Enough. The end to the cycle of infinite madness has come. Cease your struggle against the salvation I bring.
Very well. I am the voice of the
Vespene Geyser exhausted.
cold is the void.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Vespene Geyser exhausted.
Power transfer completed. The Spear of Adun is ready to depart.
Want all Firstborn freed from Amon aboard, Facesmith. We must flee this world if we are to survive.
As you command.
Another close call, but we're getting used to those, Devatron. The Spear of Adun. This is StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. The Firstborn have left Ire. We'll see you in the next episode.